Alright, question 5. Examine this graph of line CD. So notice line CD, we have a point here, D, -4, 5, and C at 3, -2. And then we have a y-intercept here, which is at 0, 1. And those, I will give you the hint that those are the 3 points that they use. They could use any other one. They could use this x-coordinate right here at 0, 1. They could use the point right here at 2, -1. They could use any point on this line for the equation, for the point in our equation. I'm just letting you know that right now that they do use the 2 given points and the y-intercept. So when we write this down, question A is what is the slope of the line, and question B is what is the equation of the line. So when we are doing this, let's just write these down real fast. So point D is located at -4, 5. The y-intercept again is located at 0, 1. And point C is located at 3, -2. So now we got to figure out what is our slope. So slope is also the vertical change between 2 points divided by the horizontal change between 2 points. So let's count. Let's use that tool that they give us. I'm not wanting to use the formula because they give me a graph which I can easily count. So from point D to point C, it went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I said went down, so that means it's a -7. And it went to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it went to the right 7. Now, -7 divided by 7 is equal to -1. So it does reduce down to a -1. So when you see this, our slope is -1. In math, they like, I call these the ninja ones because anytime there's a 1, it's typically not written. So you will see something like this. You will see the 1 not written. You will just see a negative sign out there. That's because mathematicians just decided that the 1 is implied. So, then, now when we go for each of these points, we have our point now. So at D, we have our point, which was -4, so that's our x-coordinate, and 5 is our y-coordinate. So when we look at our equation, the our y-coordinate is 5, so we're going to replace that with 5, and our x-coordinate is -4, so we're going to replace that with -4. Now x minus a -4 can be simplified to x plus 4, so that's that equation. The next equation for our y-intercept, the x-coordinate is again x1, and the y-coordinate is again y1. It's just saying this is our first x and this is our first y. So y1 we're going to replace with 1, and x1 we're going to replace with 0. So that's that equation. So now for this last one, again 3 is our x-coordinate, so that's representing x1, and -2 is our y-coordinate, so that's representing y1. So y1 we replace with -2. Y minus a -2 again can be simplified by writing y plus 2. And -1, not -1, x1 is our x-coordinate, which is 3, so that's going to be replaced by 3. So that is that equation. So I am looking for A, the slope of the line is -1. That's what we found up here. So I'm looking for A, -1. Now, the next ones that I'm looking for is y minus 5 is equal to negative 1 times quantity x plus 4. So y minus 5 is equal to a negative 1 times the quantity of x plus 4. That's the one. The next one I'm looking for is y minus 1 is equal to a negative 1 times the quantity of x minus 0. Now we can rewrite this because x minus 0 is just x. Because subtracting 0 from any number doesn't change its value. So I'm looking for a y minus 1 is equal to a negative x. Y minus 1 is equal to a negative x. So that option. In parentheses, since there's only an x in there, we can take off. The next one I'm looking for is y plus 2 is equal to negative 1 times x minus 3. So y plus 2 is equal to a negative x minus 3. So those are the three equations that we could have for this line. There are many, many more. However, those are just the ones given.